What's up, everybody? Dustin Jones here with my new buddy, Jay Siemens, that came all the way down from Canada to Louisiana for his very first mud ride.
I'm a little out of my element, but Dustin is a dang good teacher. Oh, that's a big one.
Jay and I spent a whole day fishing together, doing what he loves. My heart's pounding like a phone book in a dryer right now. And now we get to go do what I love to do, mud riding on Can-Ams.
This is completely new to me.
We're out at Muddy Bottoms, which is one of the sickest off-road mud riding parks down here in the South. My name is Dustin Jones with S3 Power Sports, pro factory Can-Am racer, and the only thing that I love as much as going mud riding is taking somebody mud riding for the very first time.
What am I looking at?
Oh man, you're looking at the fun that you're about to have today. So you took me on a crazy fishing trip. I thought it only fair that me and my buddies make your dreams come true.
Man, I'm Jay Siemens. I make fishing videos for a living. I've never really ridden just for the sake of riding. It looks like you brought a dealership along. This is outrageous.
If you're looking at the trailer, we brought all the toys. If you're looking to the left of the trailer, that's all the wild boys.
That's your posse.
Like, I'm sure it's a little bit intimidating because for fishing, it was just he and I. When we go mud riding, it's a group of my buddies and him. You can drive a brand new Can-Am Outlander XMR full mud edition.
I've never driven anything remotely close to that. Like, they had all brand new quads, and I've never seen quads that big before. I was hoping I just wouldn't completely embarrass myself.
Since you rigged me out yesterday with the fishing shoes to make sure I had everything that I needed.
I brought my racing shirt.
You almost looked the part to make sure you were set up with everything you need for success.
Are those fishing waders?
We got you shoes, we got you helmet, we got you goggles, we got you the quad. I don't know what else you need except to have fun on it.
Thanks, buddy.
Our idea of off-roading in the South is strictly playing in the mud. It's just part of our off-roading culture. It's kind of just what everybody does.
I was nervous being out of my element.
All right, let's go.
He gave me a couple tips the day before, but he pretty much wanted to keep me in the dark. Hopefully, from the start of the day till the end of the day, I was gonna come out a better rider.
Right off the jump, the plan of attack is to let him learn the hard way.
I made it down that hill. I'm pretty proud of myself already. What would you rank this on, like 1 to 10?
This is the beginner hole. This is where we just start the rides.
All right.
And so it's just getting your tires wet right here, right?
All right.
All you need is low range and a forward motion.
You're making it sound very easy.
This is just opening the day.
I'm not sure when Dustin's telling the truth or not, so I'm not sure if that first pit was easy or really tough.
Jay, literally whatever you think mud riding is, like, show us that right now. I just want to kind of gauge his preconception of what mud riding is. Let him try to overcome those obstacles and kind of fight through it, and then start feeding him tips and tricks along the way so he can start figuring it out. He's not doing terrible, I'm gonna be honest. He's a very finesse driver.
Yeah, we don't really have crazy mud in Canada. So like when I would use my quad, it's for ice fishing, it's for pulling boats around in the summer or hunting in the fall time and that sort of stuff.
Just like that. There you go, put some weight on the traction tires. Why are you breathing hard?
This is more physical exertion than all day yesterday.
You got a line of riders behind you waiting.
Yeah, the mud riding is definitely a lot of work. I was gonna tough it out, I was ready to do it.
Jay, you're honestly not making much progress. And you're holding the ride up, so let's go.
It wasn't a fast thing. It was slow. You were crawling along. It wasn't a race. More of a mini marathon, making it from end to end.
Jay, I'm out of breath from helping you. Oh,
I'm a sweaty mess. I've never ran a marathon before, but I'd compare it probably to something like that, I would guess.
People don't realize how much work mud riding is when you get down in the holes and you have to climb all over the four-wheelers and use body English. I didn't know if Jay was gonna make it for the rest of the day.
There's definitely an art to it. It's not all about the gas. You need to feather it. I was holding it too steady. I need to just,
There's definitely technique to mud riding. It's experience of just knowing, you know, the different types of mud.
The first thing I do when we pull up to a hole is like I read the terrain that you can't see, kind of like that sonar thing you had yesterday. On the exit, you see how it's really dug out and steep.
So there's gonna be a hole to that?
That means it's super nasty at that end. So I want to start a little off center of the rut and then straddle the nasty part.
Okay, I'm going first?
Yeah, you're going
All
first.
right.
I was honestly genuinely surprised that Jay was paying such close attention, and like that's when I knew, like, dude is figuring this out. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right. Go back.
I was so close.
Ah! You're so close.
I mean, my goal for the day was kind of to get through a difficult hole unassisted.
My man, still not unassisted. Well, you did good.
So close.
So close.
Oh.
One of my favorite things to do is to take time and teach people the finesse aspect of mud riding. And a lot of people think that that's not a thing, but it truly is, because the terrain is all below the water line.
Yeah! You see when it starts gripping, and you're like, all right, let's go. That's what it feels like. When you feel it start biting.
Pulling the winch out's kind of like an L. It's kind of a loss if you have to get winched out. So I learned that quickly.
You remember how you were gasping for air earlier on the first hole?
Oh yeah.
That was just the beginner hole. This is the Big Daddy hole.
This is it.
Mm-hmm. You know, going into this whole mud ride, like there was an end game for me. And my end game was for Jay to conquer a super gnarly mud hole completely unassisted. Boosted launch straight into it as far as it will go, and then it's gonna set down, and then you can let off and you start doing your work.
But pinned. If I can make it through this little mud pit, I would say that's equivalent to catching a 10-pound bass.
You know, Dustin was obviously still helping me, coaching me along. He had confidence that I could do it. He was cheering me on.
4-wheel drive, low range, blocker in. Sport mode, get it?
It might sound weird, but I love those situations where I feel a little bit uncomfortable, because that's how you get better at stuff.
Yeah, perfect.
If you stay in your comfort zone all the time, you're not gonna grow, you're not gonna be challenged. And it's those times where it's like, I don't know if I should do this, but when you do it and you succeed, it's such a good feeling.
Yeah! Look at it, he's gone. My dude came out of the hole and he just kept going. He said, see ya. My man.
You did it.
My man.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
the ride, bro.
Oh,
You just did it. Basically a 10-pound bass.
I see why you mud ride now.
Throttle sometimes.
Amazing. Unassisted, we did it.
I would absolutely go mud riding again, yeah. I mean, today felt like a lot of learning. I'd love to go hard with the crew.
It's such a satisfying feeling to know that just like outdoors and off-roading and like those type of things brought us together, man, and sharing those first times, man, and just sharing that experience. All right, so to be honest though, the night's not over yet. This is still full crawfish season, so we're finna drop some crawfish in. Let's get something to eat.
No, I definitely think I learned some good riding techniques from Dustin today that can transfer over to snow, transfer over if I ever get stuck in a mud pit. Can you teach me how to crack a big crawfish?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you're any good at cracking crawfish as you was mud riding, it ain't finna take you long, so.
These are giant. They're not this big in Canada.
Oh, these are Louisiana lobsters is what we call them.
Amazing.
Dude, this is what I love to do, man. Taking time like this to take people riding, especially for first. I just appreciate you taking time to spend a half a day with me trying to catch fish, so.
Each get to share a little bit of our worlds.
Until we do it again.
Canada next time.
Everybody be something fun in Canada.
They let you cross the border?
We can sneak across.